All right, give me just a moment, guys. Um I need to get this change the settings here. Give me just a moment and then we're going to get started. I hate that this only starts as private and I have to go in and change the settings to public. That's a software update that they definitely need to make. All right, so we are ready now. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever applies to you, depending on when you're watching this and where you're watching this from. I am so happy to be here with you tonight. Or again, that's only if you're watching it live, but wherever your location is and whatever time zone you're in, I am just happy to be here with you at your appointed time. So I'm going to talk today. Oh, let me tell you what's going on here. So most of you know on Mondays, I've committed to um, sharing insurance information from my insurance agency, Broadnex Insurance Incorporated. So Mondays are uh, Monday, what do I call it? Monday in Insurance Education Monday. So every Monday I do Insurance Education Monday. Well, I've decided that on Tuesdays, although I do these type of conscious talks at any random time, but I'm going to commit to Tuesdays, even if it's for a short period of time, to Tuesday Talk with the Conscious Bishop. And guess what? I am the Conscious Bishop. Welcome to Tuesday Talk, the first episode of Tuesday Talk with the Conscious Bishop. And that's TT with the CB. All right. So, yeah, just like you see there, if you're watching on YouTube, I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also hit the like, please, if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, either on my personal page or on the Unconditional Love Consciousness Center page, I'm going to ask that you would definitely hit the like button and engage all throughout this video. If you're watching on Facebook, also engage if you're on YouTube, whatever platform you're watching on, just engage. Please comment, ask your questions, hit the love button, the like button, the pissed off face button, the shocked face button, whatever you want to do. It all helps the algorithm to cause us to show up on more people's feed. So I'm going to say welcome to the TT with the CB. So I am the Conscious Bishop, B. Jamel Broadnax, and I'm just so happy to be with you for the first Tuesday Talk with the Conscious Bishop. Yes, I am a bishop. Okay. But I thought you didn't subscribe to Christianity or religion, and I don't. Well, how can you be a bishop? Well, let me say this: the church or religion does not have a monopoly on the English language. Let's start there. Okay, you see this term bishop in other areas as well, other cultures. Guess what? Even the Church of Satan got a bishop. But anyway, we're not going there. This is not the Church of Satan, so don't get scared. You might think it is by the time I get finished, but it's not. All right. So let me get you, if you're watching on Facebook, just go ahead and like and share, comment, engage, share this to your platforms. All right. So what is a bishop? What is a bishop? Well, in the Greek, this word bishop comes from the word episkopos. All right, and this word actually means overseer. So, what is a bishop? A bishop is an overseer, a manager, or an administrator, or a facilitator. So, yes, I am still a bishop. Maybe not in the religious sense. Okay, although some people in the religious community still acknowledge me as a bishop. However, I am a bishop because, again, a bishop is a what? An overseer. Hey, Essence Evolved, so glad to see you. I missed you guys on this past Sunday. Um, a bishop is, again, what? An overseer, a manager, a facilitator, or an administrator. So, guess what? I am an overseer. I am an administrator and a facilitator at the Consciousness Center, which is located in Greensboro, North Carolina at 1519 Bartow Place. That's 1519 Bartow Place in Greensboro, North Carolina. I'll put that up on the screen there. Again, that's 1519 Bartow Place, Greensboro, North Carolina. That is the Consciousness Center, also known as Unconditional Love, but better known as the Consciousness Center, and sometimes simply referred to as the center. And a lot of times when I talk about the Consciousness Center or the center, I'm also referring to my friends and my co-workers at Inner Growth as well, with Wayne Clapp and all the great people of the village. So you often hear me say just simply the center, because that includes all of us. All right. So I spent 6 minutes with that prelude there, but it was necessary. So I hope you're still here. And don't forget to like and share. And let's jump right in today. So I'm not going to be with you very long today, but for the first Tuesday talk with the Conscious Bishop, I want to talk from this particular subject. Allow all to be. Somebody just say that with me or type it on the screen. Allow all to be. Let me give me a moment. Let me share this to my, I want to share this to a couple of places real quick, as I hope you will. But I want to share this to my private group, which is called Unlocking the God in You. I'm going to share that over there. Okay, there we go. So, yeah. So the subject that we're going to talk about today, very briefly, is allow all to be. And I want to tag on to that. Okay. I want to tag on to that. Allow all to be, because it will be anyway. Let me say that again. Allow all to be. There it is on the screen. Because it will be anyway. It's gonna be. So you might as well just allow, just kind of relax. Come on, let's take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it and release it through your mouth. Just releasing everything. Releasing your frustration, releasing your worry, releasing what you think is wrong with everybody else and what you think is wrong with everything else. Come on, let's breathe in. Let's breathe in some allowance. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold it. Contemplating that all is well and everything is as it's supposed to be and everybody is as they're supposed to be, and release it. And just relax, allowing all to simply be. Do you not know that everything is as it should be? Maybe not in your judgment. And I chose that word carefully. Actually, the word just kind of flowed naturally. Everything and everybody is as they should be. Everything and everybody is as they or it is supposed to be, even if not in your judgment. In your judgment, you may think that things should be another way. In your judgment, you may think that people should be another way. In your judgment, you may think that things should operate another way. In your judgment, you may think this person needs to change. In your judgment, you may think this person needs to step up or come up. In your judgment, you may think this person needs to temper it down a little bit. Okay. In your judgment, you may think that things and people are not as they should be, when reality, it's just not where you want them to be or where you think it should be in your judgment. And the key word is judgment. Anytime you are not capable and able to relax and allow all to be, you are operating in judgment. When you think people need to change, when you think things need to change because of how you feel about people and how you feel about things, you are in judgment. That's where you're operating. You're operating on the low vibrational frequency of judgment. And please understand, whatever frequency you vibrate on, that is the frequency that shall be delivered back unto you. Ask and you shall receive. How do I ask? You ask with your vibrations. That's how you ask. You ask with frequency, not with your mouth. You ask with the frequency that you are giving out. Ask and it shall be given unto you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be open unto you. What you give out comes back to you. Whatsoever you sow, whatever you put out will come back to you. So if you are emitting, I hope you guys are with me today. I see the numbers will go up and then they'll drop right back down. Maybe it's because you're busy and you're just flipping through, or maybe it's because you're having an ouch moment, and the ouch moment is a little too painful and you don't want to face that right now. You don't want to face the man in the mirror. You don't want to do the shadow work that's necessary in this moment. You're listening to me because you're supposed to be listening to me. You're here because you're supposed to be here, because everything is as it should be and happening as it should happen. But if you feel that people are not where they should be, people are not doing what you think they should do, not saying what you think they should say, not saying it the way you think they should say it, not behaving like you think they should behave, things are not flowing like you think they should flow. If you are operating in that way, you are operating in the low vibrational frequency of judgment. Allow all to be. Just be and allow. We're doing some shadow work today, guys. I want to help you, as Essence Evolve says, find the you inside of you. Go deep down in yourself, and I want you to find that dense energy. I want you to go within yourself and find that low vibrational energy that resides in you, and let's deal with it. Let's cast it out. Let's, whatever you want to call it, whatever you call it in your culture, cast it out, bring it back together, whatever verbiage works for you. Okay? But learn how to be and allow. I saw a question on the screen. I'll go ahead and answer that. I was going to wait for all the questions, but someone asked the question: are you saying that it's okay for people to kill? I think that means probably other people. And are you saying that it's okay to drop bombs on other people, even though those people, I think she means, don't have bombs? Well, I will say, is that what you heard? Is that what you feel? And I'm not picking on you. You know, you're my friend, Sister Velma, Miss Velma, you're my friend. But is that what you heard? Is that what you feel? Okay. And I will say, if that's what you heard and that's what you feel, then you heard something that doesn't exist. You heard something that I didn't say. And but yet, to answer your question, because obviously that's a question that you have. Okay. That's kind of what you're feeling. All right. And I could say I'll let you answer that question, But I think we all know, that that's not the case. All right. So I think we all know that. But I do appreciate your question. Thank you for asking. All right. Now, see, that is when, and Velma, again, I'm not picking on you, but whenever there's resistance, I know you are, sweetheart. Thank you so much. This is why I like her so much. So whenever there's resistance, you've got to go within and figure out what is this resistance. Anytime, and that's what that could be, interpreted as and viewed as. There's some resistance in me. Matter of fact, can I be honest with you? There's some resistance in me. As I share this, there's resistance in me that says, I'm not sure. I like this, what I'm saying right now. I'm not sure I like it myself, because I feel like some people do need to change. Okay. I feel like, and it may be true. Okay. It may be true that they need to change, but it's not my job to change them. I am simply the observer. Okay. I'm the observer of all that's around me. I'm the observer of all, but it's not my job to change all. Okay. It is my job to be and allow. Because guess what? Back to Velma's comment there. Guess what? If someone has made up their mind that they're going to kill other people, I can't change it. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good to me. I don't agree with it. I don't think it's right, but I can't stop it unless I'm a police officer or FBI or whomever, the CIA or something. Maybe I can stop it, or I'm a soldier, or something like that. And I know sometimes what they do is not ethical. Can we just be honest about it? Okay. Yeah. But let's look at that. Even though I may think it's not right, and I do believe I'm pretty certain. Matter of fact, I know it's not right, at least in our legality, in our legal system. We know we're not supposed to kill. It's against the law, right? But yet, it is not my job to change, because I can't. I have to be and allow. Not to bring up the Bible, but something just came up because that's the book I've known all my life. But it says something about, man, I might have to look for it. Let me see if I can find that scripture. It says something about, let's see, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. I might misquote it. Look, I ain't read the Bible in so long. All right, let's see if I can find it before I give it to you, because I might misquote it. I can't find it. I might have it wrong in my head. So never mind. Never mind that. But the point is, what we must learn to do is to simply be and allow. Now, in being, yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you. And in being, let me tell you what we do, Velma. In being, what we do is we let our lights shine. Doesn't mean we're right, but maybe we are. Maybe by allowing our lights to shine, maybe we can inspire or influence somebody else. And I'm going to get to that in a moment, actually. But maybe we can inspire others or help others to shine the light on themselves. Okay. If we be the light, maybe our light can shine upon them and they can see the darkness in them. Now, it would be hard for us to affect, someone that's overseas dropping bombs somewhere. But hey, in our own sphere of influence, maybe our light can shine bright enough that if we are the change that someone needs to see, okay, and the change that they may one day be, if we shine bright enough, maybe that will cause them to be able to see the darkness, if it's there, within themselves and inspire them to change. Okay, so our job is to simply be. It's not to run our mouths. Hey, Bishop Brown, it's not to run our mouths. It's not to and let me say this. Oh my goodness. Let me say this. Let just this is one of the things that really just disgusts me. And this is one of the issues I have with religion, even the form of religion that I came from. That is where we get this idea because we think that we have this gift. Okay, you see my quotes here. We think that we have this certain gift, we have this certain calling, and now we have the authority to call out everybody's wrong. Because and I don't mean to throw shade or that's not my attempt to throw shade or attacks at any culture or religion, but all I can do is talk about the culture that I came from. I can talk about me, you see. I can talk about a previous version of me. I can't talk about you, but I can talk about a previous version of me where I used to do things like come into my church like I'm the bishop. I remember I told one of the mothers, she didn't pay me no attention, but I tried to convict one of the mothers. She came in my office and she told me what she was going to say in this business meeting, what she was going to bring up. I knew it was going to bring confusion. And instead of me just treating her like a human being and letting her know, hey, this is going to cause confusion. God, if I had hindsight, I do have hindsight, but if I could use it and go backwards and fix some shit, I'd go back and do it. But I sat in that office and I told that mother, when she told me what she was going to do, I said, Mother, don't do that. Do not do that. I am your pastor. Don't do that. And she says, well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring it up. And I told her, I said, so Mother, are you, watch this. Here's what we do. Here's what we do. Scripture slinging, and in the male world, the male hormone, they call it slinging. You know what I'm saying there. I'm not going to say that word. But I did the scripture slinging, authority slinging, the pastor slinging, okay, if you want to call it that. And I said to her, I said, well, Mother, so you're going to disobey God's word that says that you're supposed to obey those who have the rule over you. So you're going to disobey God and you're going to share it, even though I, as your pastor that has rule over you, have asked you not to share it. Look, I tried to use my authority. I tried, but she, you know what she said to me? She said, well, the Lord just going to have to forgive me because I'm going to do it anyway. So actually, technically, it did work because in that business meeting the next day, she didn't do it. Okay, so she thought about it. But anyway, my point is, it is one of the things that disgusts me, where people think because and this is not just in religion. So this is not a religious attack. This is a human attack. All right, I'm attacking all y'all humans. All right, deal with it. All right, all of y'all humans, I'm attacking you. Because we do this in all cultures, all organizations. You think that you're here and other people are there and they need to come up and get to where you are. And again, that is judgment. That is the low vibrational frequency of judgment. You think everybody's here, they need to come up to you and, and you try to use your authority because you're here to tell everybody what they should do. And especially when I was in the religious world, where we would say things like, I'm a prophet of the Lord. And just because you're the prophet of the Lord, everybody's supposed to listen to you. And now you got the authority. I'm a bishop. I'm an apostle. I have the authority. I walk in authority. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You walk in just as much authority as anybody else in this world. Okay? That means you can run your mouth all you want to, all right? And it's going to be some people that's going to let you run your mouth and ain't going to say nothing. But there's going to be some other people, when you run your mouth, they're going to run their mouth right back and let you know you ain't the boss of me, okay? You see what I'm saying here? But, but that also, let me say this, people that have to throw their authority out there, and let the balls hang low and drag them on the ground until they're chafe. Okay, anybody that has to do that and project yourself and project your which is really just your humanity, but you're projecting that upon other people, then that is actually a sign of someone who has developed an insecurity in some area of their life. You are insecure. So you belittle others to make yourself feel big, but you are really small. I call that, and I hate, I don't want to use the term, but I call it the little syndrome. Okay, that's what it is. It's the little syndrome. You're smart enough to fill in the blank. I'm not going to say the word, but that's what that is. Okay, some people call it the Napoleon syndrome as well, where Napoleon, who was this short guy, but he had this authority, and he projected himself and his authority. Some people say, I don't know if that's the case, but they say that because of his size, and because of that insecurity, he used his position and his authority to threaten others. And people do that when they're insecure in some area of their life. A person that has to make themselves like somebody is typically a nobody to themselves. Did you understand what I said? I didn't say anybody was a nobody. I said a person who has to project themselves to make themselves somebody to everybody is really nobody to themselves. Insecurity. All right. I don't even know how I got on that side of the track. My time is almost up because I wanted to keep this at 30 minutes. I'm going to try to definitely not go over 35 minutes. The point that we're making here tonight is when you have that desire to use your authority to get people to do what you want them to do, and you use titles, and you use your degrees, and you use your education, and you use your evolution, and your success, all of those things, you use all of those things, okay, to give yourself this seat, this exalted seat of authority, okay? And you use that to try to make people do what you want them to do. And not just make people do what you want them to do, you're trying to make the world work like you want it to work. What do you mean, Bishop? Conscious Bishop. How is that possible? Yes, you also try to make things work the way you want them to work. Example, I've got to go back to a former version of myself. Okay, not talking about you, talking about a former version of myself. When I was in religion, Christianity, and I thought I was God's anointed. Bullshit. But anyway, I thought I was God's anointed, and I thought I walked in this authority. Oh, I've got authority. God knows my name, and devils know my name too. Because let me tell you something. I was the demon chaser. I had what y'all call, quote unquote, a deliverance ministry. But now I know it wasn't really demons, but you can call them demons. It was energies. It was people's own energies that I was dealing with, and maybe other energies that have attached themselves to somebody that I was dealing with. But that's another story. So that former version of myself, when I was in religion and in the Christian world, I tried to also change things. If I didn't like something, I rebuke it. If it's raining outside, you look up at the sky. Come on now. Y'all know y'all did this mess. Look up at the sky. I command the elements to align with me. I command the elements to, and all of the, whatever. I command the elements to hear my voice, for I walk in authority. And I command the rain to go. Go now. It ain't left yet. Go now. And then maybe occasionally, every now and then, coincidentally, it might go. And then I'm like, look at that. I told y'all. Shut up and sit down. You didn't do that. Because everything is as it's supposed to be. All right. Let's get back to the subject, because I got about 6 minutes left. Allow all to be. Because it will be anyway. You can't control anybody. I know y'all might not like this. It's not what your pastor told you. It may not be what the conscious community told you. It may not be what the quote unquote woke community, which I hate that term, but anyway, it may not be what the quote unquote woke community told you, but you can't change anything nor anybody. Did you hear me what I said? So look, just relax. I have a hypnosis slash meditation session that I wrote and I put together, and the name of it is Just Relax. I want to say that to you. Just relax and allow all to be. Because you can't change anything, neither can you change anybody. Just relax. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Even if you're in the religious community, if you're looking for, I don't, I'm not a proponent. Um, I'm not a person that really encourages people to go to church or whatever. But let me say this to you, church people. If you're looking for the church that you're going to like, you're going to keep going from church to church and pastor to pastor, because you ain't going to never find the church, community, or organization which you like everything about. You might like it, you might be excited about it, and then you're going to start going, ooh, this is what I've been looking for. This is what I've been looking for, until you see or hear or feel something you don't like. Because you're going to always see, hear, or feel something that you don't like or don't agree with. Stop hopping from place to place. That's why some of y'all been married so many times, so many relationships. Now, I'm saying, I shouldn't have said that, because I want you to find the right one. You don't have to settle. Not telling you to settle. But anyway, let's get back to the churches and the organizations. You're going to keep jumping from place to place, because you're never going to find anything. Even if you start your own, you're not going to like some of the decisions and the ways that you operate. That's why you're going to keep getting a new vision and keep changing the vision. And you're going to say the vision is expanding. God is calling us higher, whatever the hell you're going to say, whatever the hell you're going to make up, just to say that you no longer like it and you want to change it. Okay, let's just be honest about it. But the point is, you're never going to find something that pleases you or somebody that pleases you in every single way. That's why you just got to learn how to just relax. Just relax. The only thing you're doing, the only thing you're going to do when you don't just relax and allow all to be, and you want to change everybody and you want to change everything. And remember, I said the key word is because it's not like you think it should be, or they're not like you think they should be, according to your judgment. Keyword judgment, that low vibrational frequency of judgment. Whenever you're trying to get these people to change and get things to change, because you don't like it, is not where you think it should be, or where they not where you think they should be. They not saying what you think they should say, the way they should be saying, and when they should be saying it. The only thing you're doing is frustrating yourself. You're just stressing yourself out, and it ain't necessary. Just relax and allow all to be, because it will be anyway. That's right. It's going to be anyway. You only frustrate yourself when you try to change people and you try to change things. You're only going to frustrate yourself. And if people do change because of you, they're not changing because they want to. They're changing because of your judgment, because they feel judged. It's a low vibrational frequency. And whenever there's a low vibrational frequency, you can't expect it to go well. So they're only going to change for a little while. Hey, my dear, they're only going to change for a little while, and then they're going right back to where they were, who they were, because that's who they're supposed to be, and that's where they're supposed to be. Can I say this? Even conscious community, woke community, spiritual community, whatever you call yourselves, stop trying to get Christians and religious people to be like you because they're not going to be, and you're only going to frustrate yourself if you keep going on and you're going on everybody's page and you're typing and saying how stupid you sound. Oh, you believe in fairy tales, you're dumb, and all that kind of stupid shit, and you ain't doing nothing but frustrating yourself and stressing yourself out because everything is as it's supposed to be right now. They're supposed to be in religion right now. They're supposed to be where they are right now. Just like I was when I was in religion, when I was religious, I was supposed to be. And can I tell you this? Had it not been for some of the experiences that I had as a religious person, had I not had those experiences, I don't think I would be where I am right now as a conscious person, as an aware person, as a person that's walking in awareness. I would not be where I was had I had to go through the path of religion to get where I am. Yes, it was necessary. It was absolutely necessary. I was exactly where I was supposed to be. Everything I experienced, I was supposed to experience. Everything that I did, I was supposed to do. And as I reflect back over that, I see important lessons, even if the lesson is, Lord, I can't believe I was that bad. I can't believe I was like that. Because guess what? That helps me to have compassion on somebody else who I think is not woke or whatever, or not conscious or not aware. It lessens the judgment because I realize, like the Bible says, supposedly Paul says to the Corinthians, to the Ephesians, supposedly Paul says, and such were some of you before you saw the light, and such were some of you. You guys got to remember that. Let me talk to you conscious people. You got to remember, and such were some of you. You sitting there judging them. I'm not telling you don't share, because if I had time, I think I'm gonna take the time. You should share, because that's called shining your light. That's called sharing your story. But you don't go on other people's platform and invade other people's privacy, like walking into their house to share. Hell, even a Jehovah's Witness knocks on the door first and gets your permission to tell you about the kingdom. But hell, y'all just jump in people's inbox. You just jump on people's posts. You just jump on people's videos, and you just start telling them, how you think they should be, and what you think about them, how you disagree. So what if you disagree with them? This is where they are. Allow them to be there. That's where they're supposed to be. And don't forget where you were. You were right there once. Did you not have to evolve? Did you not have to go through a process to get where you are? Yes, the hell you did. So leave them alone. Maybe they're going through their process. And do you not know that when you correct a child aggressively, a lot of times, especially with teenagers, we're talking about children, adolescents, teenagers, when you aggressively attack a child or fuss at a child like that, don't you know it only counteracts and it becomes counterproductive and actually causes them to rebel in most cases? So when you coming at people like that, you're just pushing them farther back in their darkness that you think that they're in. So just leave them alone. I put this comment up, but I never read it. Let me see. Absolutely. I just told someone this today. I'd rather let my light shine, and those who are attracted to the light will be inspired. Absolutely. Exactly. Yes. Yes. And Nikita, I think we all were there. Well, I can't say we all were there, but I was there too. And I've seen many of my friends that have left church. I think I've seen them go through that same phase where, and it's, when you discover something new, you just get so excited about it. You want everybody to be a part of it. I get that. But at some point, you got to grow the hell up and realize that these people are where they are, and you can't change a grown person's mind. Okay? You can't convert anybody. Just listen. Just okay. Just, just share your story. Share your opinion, not in their space. Again, let me give my analogy again. I think that's dumb. I'm guilty of it, but I think it's fruitless. Let me not use the word dumb. I think it's fruitless to go into other people's space and share your opinion, your story. I think it is. And I think it's disrespectful. Remember my analogy? Even the Jehovah's Witness, they knock on your door first before they tell you about the kingdom. But y'all just, you just intrude into people's conversations, to the posts, the videos, or whatever, to throw your opinion and tell them how wrong they are, how dumb they are, how stupid they sound. I'm talking to the conscious community right now, and the woke community, and the atheist community. I'm talking to all of y'all, all of us. I'm not an atheist, but I'm a mutt. I'm in there somewhere. I'm a blob of stuff. Okay. But I'm talking to us. It's disrespectful. And then when somebody come on your page, when a Christian come on your page and want to tell you you're going to hell and keep telling you this and keep bothering you, you say they trolling you. Okay. You trolling them. But they come on your page, oh, they trolling me, and I just blocked them. But you're doing the same thing. Oh, thank you, Velma. I really appreciate you. Yes, it's low vibrational. Absolutely. Thank you again, Velma. But yeah, so, okay. You will only frustrate yourself when you're trying to change others. And you will only frustrate yourself and stress yourself out even when you're sitting there and you're trying to figure out, and you're sitting there and you're wondering why the hell they won't change, or why they're not getting it, or why can't they see? It's right there before their eyes. I don't get it. You're only going to stress yourself out when you're sitting there wondering why can't they get it, and why they don't see it, and why they won't change, and why they won't wake up. You're only stressing yourself out. When you're trying to change them, you're only stressing yourself out. Just share yourself, share yourself, share your story, share your truth, quote unquote. We don't know truth, but anyway, share, quote unquote, your truth, and just move on. Just share in your own space, share your truth, and move on. Stop trying to change people. Listen, I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to close this Tuesday's edition of Tuesday Talk with the Conscious Bishop. No one is going to change until they're ready to change. Number two, no thing is going to change until it's ready to change. You hear me? No one is going to change until they're ready to change. You can fuss at them, call them dumb, call them stupid, or whatever, go on their page and harass them. You can do all of that stuff. It's not going to change them. No one will change until they're ready to change. How do I know? Because I didn't change until I was ready to change. How do you know? Because your ass didn't change until your ass was ready to change. If you would be honest with yourself. Maybe what you've discovered is right. Maybe whatever you've discovered or determined is truth. Maybe it is. But again, we don't know what the truth is. None of us really know what the truth is. But maybe what you've discovered, that's right, Coach Sean, it's their choice. But maybe what you've discovered is the truth. Okay, fine. Share it and move on. Even if it is the truth. If they're not ready for it, if they don't want it, if they don't want to change, they're not ready to change, they're not going to change because it's their choice, not your choice. And name calling and abusive language is not going to make them change. If you really, if you really got the truth, maybe you do. But if you really got the truth and you want to change other people, if you're being abusive towards them and offensive and all of that kind of stuff, guess what? You're only going to keep them stuck. If they really are stuck, guess what? You just going to keep them stuck. You're going to make them stuck longer. Because the way we respond to attacks and abuse is we dig our feet in the ground and we're not going to move at all now. Because it makes us rebel. Nikita says, everyone has their journey. They may not change in this lifetime. Absolutely right. And just let it be. So Nikita says, change is not your damn business. I used to tell people, Nikita and Coach Sean and Velma and whoever else is watching, I used to tell my church when I had the church and all the people or whatever, even before I got to this place that I am, whatever the hell it is. But even before I got to this place where I am, I remember telling my church when I was stone cold religious, I told them, it is not our job to change anybody. And this is where I was at that time. I said, and I'm talking about many years ago, 10 plus years ago. I was saying that when I was a pastor in a traditional church. I was saying, it is not our job to change anybody. It's God's job. And I would tell people, I used to tell them, I said, I remember saying these very words, and it actually happened. But I said these very words, and I'm talking about when I was stone cold religious. I told my church, I said, I don't care if a man comes in here wearing a wig, a dress, a pocketbook, and high heels. Do not bother them. Leave them alone. If there's change to be done, God will do the changing. And it's only our job to love them. That's what I used to say way back then. That's what I used to say. And I wouldn't quite say it the same way right now, but it's the same theory. I probably say it Nikita's way. Their change is not your damn business, okay? That's probably how I would say that now. But yeah, just leave people alone. Leave people alone. Stop frustrating yourself, stressing yourself out, etc., and just allow all to be. Just relax and allow all to be. You know why? Because it will be anyway. You can't change anything anyhow. You can't change anybody anyhow. So just allow all to be. Because it will be anyway, whether you like it or not. It's going to be. You understand what I'm saying? Just allow all to be because it will be anyway. Just learn to flow with it. Okay? I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. I definitely went over 35 minutes. I'm at 48 minutes. But I do appreciate everyone that got on. At one point, we had quite a few. So thank you so much. We started out with one person, and I think we got up to about 15 or 16 people. But I do appreciate you guys being with me for this first episode of Tuesday Talk with the Conscious Bishop. I thought I had that on the screen. Oh, there it is. I never put it up. Okay. There it is. I need somebody like these other social media people where they got hey Trey, how you doing, buddy? Hey Lisa, how you doing, my sister? Um I need to be like some of these social media people that got somebody working behind the scenes, doing all the little on screen stuff. See, I had to sit here and do it myself. Coach Sean know what I'm talking about. We got to sit there and do all of it. Try to read the comments, try to stay focused, try to change what's on the screen, doing all of that stuff. But I thank you for being with me for the first Tuesday Talk with the Conscious Bishop. Today we talked about allowing all to be because it will be anyway. Just don't get in the way, okay? Just relax. Remember that song? Just if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just relax and let it flow. Don't rock the boat. Don't rock that boat, baby. Y'all remember that? That boat, baby. Don't rock that boat, baby. I probably said it too many times. I'm gonna say that one more time. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just relax and let it flow. Don't rock the boat. Trust me, it's gonna float just fine, and it's gonna go exactly where it's supposed to go. Now, let me say this. I gotta say this at the end. This doesn't mean sit back and be reactive. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. Be productive. Be proactive in your life. The things that you can change, but you can only change the things about yourself, not about others. But anyway, we won't go into that. Sierra, you laughing at me, girl? How you doing, my friend? All right, I'm gonna put up a couple comments that I might not have put up before I go. Um, Nikita. So Nikita comes from the same world I do. Look, we know one thing we know is we know the Bible. Okay. We may not look at the Bible the same anymore, but we know it. And she gave a great point. The Bible had, see, that principle is in the Bible, but that it's a universal principle. The religion took it and shaped it into religious terminology and placed the word God in it. But in other cultures, they use other terminology with their deity or no deity at all, philosophy or whatever. But the point is, you do what you're supposed to do and move on. That's the point. One plants, one waters, but what's supposed to happen is just going to happen. God does the increase. Very good. You know, Nikita said it will be boring if everyone was the same. Exactly. Exactly. And I tell you something else. Some of y'all, if everybody was the same, you'd be so damn bored because you ain't got nothing to complain about. Because all you do is complain about everybody else and how everybody is and how everybody's not how you want to be. So if everybody was the same, you have a boring life because you wouldn't have nothing to complain about. All right. Um, I'm glad I caught it. Please text me on my phone when you're going live, sir. Okay, I will try my best to remember that, my friend, my love, my baby. Let me stop. Let me stop playing. Um, yes, thank you. Thank you. Conscious Bishop Shakimba. Hey, baby. What's going on? What is going on? Yes. All right, y'all. That will be all, I do believe. Unless anybody has anything else they want to say, um, I think I am complete. Yes. What's up, baby mama? I see you out there. Oh Lordy, I got all my women on here tonight. Okay, but whichever one of y'all you my favorite. Okay, the one that knows, you know what you know, and yeah, you know. Let me stop playing. Yes, baby. Good night. Good night. Good night. Call me Zaddy. Yes. Oh shoot. All right. Okay. Anybody else? Lisa says, let her. Oh, so, we sister. Whoo! Oh, Lord Jesus. That's funny as hell. All right. I like it. I like it. Mm-hmm. One in Georgia, one in Cali. It works for me. Lisa says, let her know I'm going live as well. As I told Nikita, I'm going to do my best to remember. But she came with, woo, y'all stupid. Coach Sean, I see how you be feeling now when you do your lives. And at the end, me, Richard, and Marcus do the silly stuff at the end. I see how you feel now. Because I am cracking up. Oh my God. Shakim. Woo. Oh, and let me tell you, I done seen this girl's foot. Well, I done seen both of y'all. So I don't, I'm gonna tell you, I'm in heaven right now because both of them jokers can cook. Y'all hear me? Shoot. Mm. I done seen both of y'all's plates, your food. Oh, Jesus. All right, let me see what yes, I need my women to get to know each other. Oh dear God, Jesus. Lisa, we about to get off of here. But I do appreciate you. Thank you for coming on. We're already done. You can go back and rewatch it if you want to. Oh, someone else put up a comment. I don't want to overlook. Most of my people think I'm crazy with what I be talking. Yeah, man. I've seen your content, and it's definitely a unique perspective, and I like the perspective that you come from as well, Trey. I do. I like the fact that even when you talk about the Bible, you talk about it from an educational and historical standpoint, viewpoint, instead of a theological viewpoint, and I really like that. I like the way you research, and uh, like how you did the research about the word sin, and how sin came from this moon god. It was really the name. I think I got it right. The name of a moon god or something like that. I learned that from you, so I don't know. Let me see what these girls talking about. She came. I'm about to send you a request. Oh dear God. All right. Y'all are a mess. You hear me? I got to go. I can't do this. Y'all are hilarious. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me again for this Tuesday talk. I'm sorry. Ooh, I just had a flashback of the conversation. Y'all are hilarious. Hey, Nikita, however, um, yes, she did. Yes, she did. Nikita, however, I hope you're still here. I see you said good night. I could just text you, but Nikita, oh yes, you're still here. Great. Um, I don't know if your auntie got with you or if she forgot. Let's we need to get together on rescheduling, like our time to get together. We were supposed to be doing. I think we had to change the dates because I think Auntie had to do something, or maybe both of you had to do something. But yeah, so hit me up and let me know when we're gonna connect, when we're gonna get together. And okay, okay, I'll text you. All right. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. We're gonna have a good time. All right, y'all. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Yes, a funeral. Right. That's what I thought. All right, everybody. Good night. Thank you so much again for being here for the first Tuesday Talk with the Conscious Bishop. And just remember, allow all to be, because it will be anyway.